What's up, everybody? This is Lyle with No Hippie Barbecue. What I'm going to be doing today, we're going to be knocking out some beef short ribs. I got a nice looking rack of beef short ribs. So, you know what? I'm deciding I'm going to kind of experiment on this. We're not just going to be going with the regular, Texas short ribs on this. We're going to get a little creative. Anyway, come on in and take a look at what I'm going to be doing to this, and then we'll get rolling. What we're going to do with these short ribs. First of all, I'm going to take all this fat off of the top, and I'm going to remove this thick membrane on the back, and I'm going to do that off the camera. Once I'm done with that, we're going to go ahead and brine it for about 4 hours, and we're going to brine it in a gallon of water, a cup of salt, a half cup of brown sugar, and about 4 or 5 tablespoons of pepper. When we're done with that, what we're going to do is season it down. I just have a seasoning blend that I just made up: salt, pepper, garlic, paprika, cayenne pepper, mustard powder, and garlic powder. Anyway, just something simple, something a little bit different than just the traditional salt and pepper that a lot of people will use. As a binder, I'm going to use some grapeseed oil that was sent to me by another YouTube channel, and that YouTube channel's name is T&T Barbecue. I'm going to put a link to his channel in the iCard above and the description below. Run by there and take a look at him. He's putting out some good food over there. As a matter of fact, I just got back from Iowa a few months ago, and it was nice to meet him. Anyway, once we have it on the grill, what we're going to do is I'm going to drain off some of this pickle juice, and that's what we're going to kind of spritz on our meat, once an hour, something like that. Anyway, I'm going to go ahead and get this trimmed up. Once I'm done trimming this up, we're going to get this brine knocked out. Our brine is going to be pretty simple. We have our water. Go ahead and throw our salt in there, brown sugar, and our pepper. Now you can heat this up if you like, but if you stir it enough, it shouldn't be necessary. So I'm going to give this a good stir, and then we're going to get our meat in here. One thing that I noticed when I was trimming this was that there was a big old layer of fat, probably anywhere between an 1/8 to 1/4 inch of fat, like going right along this area right here. So to ensure that it's going to cook evenly, what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and cut these in half. And you could do this before the brine or after the brine, but this is probably going to fit in this pot a little bit easier, cut in half anyway. So we're going to go ahead and let this sit in the brine for about 3.5 to 4 hours. Then we're going to get it out on the Weber kettle. These ribs have had a chance to sit in that brine for about 3.5 hours. Now what I did was I drained the liquid out, and then I put the ribs in a strainer just to strain the liquid off of them. I don't want to rinse them off or anything like that. Just drain the excess liquid. I'm going to go outside, start this Weber up, and once that's under control, we're going to come back in and get this rub on these ribs. That chimney starter going out there. That Weber's going to be fired up here pretty shortly. Now what I'm going to do is just rub these ribs down. Like I said, I'm going to be using this grapeseed oil that T&T Barbecue sent me. And we're just going to kind of, and it probably really doesn't even need a binder. I'm just using it because I got it. So we're just going to hit a light coat of that. Rub that in. All sides. And like I said, our rub is just basically a rub I just threw together, nothing special as far as that goes. And I'm going to go kind of liberal on it. Okay, we're going to be kind of setting this up to be kind of an offset kind of a cook. So I have some used charcoal and some fresh charcoal, and then we're just going to dump a few briquettes in here. And I'm not worried about doing any snake method or anything like that. Alright, and then what's in the water pan, I have a little bit of pickle juice. A little bit of pickle juice and then some water with that. With the charcoal, what I'm going to do, I normally don't soak my wood, but I'm going to go ahead and put a chunk of soaked wood in here. And I'm going to put 2 in here, 1 on each side. business call, so I need to run into work for about, it's going to take me about 30 minutes. We should be fine. I'm going to go ahead and put our ribs on the cool side, and I'll kind of rotate this throughout the cook, and I'm going to put the lid on. Now the bottom vent is wide open. I'm going to shut the top vent about halfway, and I'm going to check on it in an hour, see kind of where we're at as far as temp goes, and then we'll start spraying it down with that pickle juice about every 45 minutes, an hour. And my cook temperature, I'm hoping to be kind of in that high 2 range, so 270 to 290. Right now we are about 2.5 hours in on this, and I shut the bottom vents to about halfway open, and then I just left a little crack on the top. I was running close to that 300 mark, so I just wanted to tone it down a little bit. So we're about 280 degrees on this right now, and I just got done spraying it down with some of that pickle juice about 20 minutes ago, and that's the last time I'm gonna spray them down because I want to start getting some bark on it. So I'm gonna keep these on the smoker till we hit 200 degrees internal temp, and once we hit 200 degrees, they are going to be a done deal. I just took these ribs off that Weber. They were on there all of 8 hours, and I pulled them at 198 degrees. Enough was just enough. So I wanted to get to 200 degrees. Maybe these 2 degrees won't matter. I'm going to let these things cool off just a little bit, about 15-20 minutes. Then we'll bring you guys in to take a close-up look at these. Here's what we're looking like, all sliced up. Got a bit of a smoke ring on that. What I'm going to do is remove this from the bone, and we're just going to cut this into slices. Thanks for stopping by No Hippie Barbecue. I appreciate it. Comment, subscribe, and I'm out.